YouTube, welcome to Fred's Full Throttle. Following hot on the heels of my intake install on my C7, my new wheels have shown up. I wanted to do a quick video to talk about why I'm replacing them, and more importantly, how I picked which wheels to buy, and of course, I'll show them to you. Since the C7 Z06 and the later C7 Grand Sport came out, there have been rumblings about the stock cast wheels being fragile and brittle. The result of that fragility, unfortunately, being that many owners of C7s have run into cracked wheels and in some cases complete structural failure. Those rumblings turned out to be true, and in the years that have followed, not only did the cases of this happening start growing, but there was even a class action lawsuit that was filed, and GM began a program to contact all C7 Z06 or Grand Sport owners and pay towards replacement costs of said wheels. Many have had to already replace their wheels at least once, if not multiple times. I'm one of the lucky ones so far who hasn't had any issues 19,000 miles in, but I no longer want to take my chances. Being that I'm doing more and more track driving, especially at high speeds, I see this as a good opportunity to prevent problems and potentially damage to the car. So I decided to replace them. Picking a wheel. So I began learning about wheels and deciding how best to proceed. There is a lot of misinformation out there and a lot of half-truths in advertising. It took a bit to sift through all the junk to get to the meat of the decision. Primary for me was strength. I wanted the strongest wheel possible. Next, I wanted to run the stock dimensions because I prefer to use the same tires that I already have, and I'm not tracking the car more than my on-road driving. Then comes aesthetics, finding something I really like the look of, and then finally, obviously, price. First up comes strength. Do any investigation and you'll learn that there are many ways to make a wheel. Casting, flow forming, forging, billet are all different ways that wheels can be made. There's single piece, three piece, and so on. So I did a bunch of research and I decided on forged and single piece in an effort to get the strongest wheel possible. There are several different forging processes, which I'm not going to dive into here, but note that it's important to know that not all forging is created equal, and that while general consensus is that a forged wheel is stronger than a cast wheel, a cheap forged wheel may be no better than the OEM cast wheels if it wasn't designed correctly. Aesthetically, I wanted something unique, something which I don't see on every other C7 out there. This led me to look at HREs, which are beautifully made, but are also quite expensive, costing $10,000 to $12,000 for a single set for the ones I was interested in. Ultimately, after a bunch of looking around, I narrowed my list of options down to a handful of brands, and then when looking into each of them, I arrived at Apex Wheels, who I have no association with other than being a paying customer. Apex provides a lot of information on their website about how they make their wheels, how they're designed, and their YouTube channel does a great job of highlighting the differences in their wheels versus competitors, as well as areas where other brands cheap out in manufacturing or design and where they don't. They literally take one wheel, put it next to another, all with the same design, and can show you the differences. With my brand and design picked, I had a few questions. As anyone might have, you want to be sure that if you're spending over $3,000 on a set of wheels, that it's going to result in exactly what you want. I had a few questions about the offset of the wheels, clearance on the calipers, and the tire pressure monitoring system, which, by the way, I discovered the C7 will auto-detect the placement of each wheel automatically, while prior generations like the C6 didn't. Apex's support responded to each of my emails in less than 24 hours, as well as my follow-up questions. They were prompt, polite, and took the time to really give the details and explanation to what I asked, rather than just a quick response. This went a long way towards me feeling comfortable about purchasing from them. So I decided to buy them. I ended up getting the forged VS-5RS in 19 by 10.5 ET36 in the front and 20 by 12.5 ET55 in the rear in Satin Bronze. I'll include a direct link in the description below. So let's take a look at them. So I thought this was cool. As I was opening these and then pulled them out of the main shipping box, it says fast is always in style. I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so we're gonna open these up here. Trying to do this one-handed. It seems like they're pretty well packaged. So there's like an inner cover, then a plastic bag around them. I'm gonna have to set this down 1 second. All right, so I untied the bag and I pulled the wheel out so you guys could see how these are packaged, but I'm really impressed. So far, There's foam around both of the lips all the way around, and it goes probably an inch on either side, and it's, I don't know, 1/4 inch thick. And then it's got some sort of a dust cover on it or a protective cover. So we're gonna pull the foam off. So you can see we got this big ring. Oh, it actually says R19 for radius 19. These are one of the front wheels. And then the dust cover. And look, wow, look at that. That is nice. That is really cool. So I'll show you one thing I learned. These are pretty light. Is that on the inside here, so there's a couple things. One is that it's a full barrel, almost the entire depth of the wheel. A lot of brands will cheap out and go with a thinner wall that kind of curves in towards the tire, and it compromises some of the strength. So the fact that this is all one kind of solid plane is really good. The other thing that I saw through watching some of their videos is this right here, this kind of knurled surface, and I can feel it with the grip here. It actually, like, you can hear it, it catches on my fingernail. And that surface is so, when you put the bead of the tire on it, and obviously it gets up to pressure, this helps prevent, on high horsepower cars, it prevents those tires from sliding around the wheel, and it helps the tire actually grip the wheel better so that you don't get kind of unintended rotation. One other thing that's kind of cool is they've laser etched the wheel to show you exactly what the specifications are and kind of all the information about it. You can see there was a quality control pass. And then if you open the inside, you can see all the machining work and the flawless finish. But then this is kind of cool. It also shows you exactly what model it is and the rating on it for weight. And you'll find that this design is a pretty common design among brands, but this has a higher weight rating than others from similar brands and price points, which again contributed to my interest in this one. Also, inside the box is the center cap that says Apex on it. I bought those. I think they're about $10 each. But now I've got the car next to the wheel, so you can see how the blue is going to look. I'll tilt this a little bit so you can see the color better. But you can see that that's going to look pretty good against the blue of the car here. I'll see if I can get them side by side with the stock wheel. So we'll, like so. And so you can see we've got our stock wheel, and we've got our aftermarket, and man, I love kind of the deep kind of inset here, and the how thick these arms are. That was something that they highlighted on their website, that they're deeper than a lot of wheels will be, you know, 2/3 or half of this depth, but this gives it a lot more strength for, you know, maintaining kind of a narrow look, which looks really cool. Wow, I am super excited. Those look so good. Anybody need a set of stock wheels? These will be up for sale, I'm sure. So anyway, that's my video for today. One of my next videos, I'll be getting these installed. I'm gonna be taking them to a shop to have the tires put on the wheel, but I'm gonna be doing the install back onto the car. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will do a video on it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this, and until next time, Fred out.